So after that initial visit,
seeing the pictures,
he and I clicked that day. Found out we had a lot of things in common. Or shall I say, he had a lot of things in common with me. If I liked something, he would say, "Oh, I like that too." If I did something or really enjoyed doing something, he would say, "I enjoy doing that too."
Wow.
So he would always say that he had something in common with me, something that would keep me interested.
He knew how to do it. He knew what to say.
But let me tell you about this guy. There was something about him that was very, very alluring.
Very alluring.
Very, very hypnotizing. Captivating. Yes. When I was away from him, I would think about him constantly.
I was thinking about him the entire time.
When I was with him,
where I was at, no matter who I was with. Couldn't get enough.
I couldn't keep my hands off of him. I
could not keep my hands off.
Up under him,
just like that
laying
lady.
Up under him, sitting beside
him. It was all
him,
up under Terry. Before I knew Terry's name.
And even though I had never been like that with anybody I'd ever met in my life, no, I wasn't suspicious of it.
I wasn't suspicious of it. I just thought it was us.
Calm,
it was a nice relationship.
Person, I thought.
I wanted a relationship.
He knew how to play the role. He knew how to.
He knew how to play that game.
He listened for clues as to what I wanted.
Listen for clues.
Women tell what they want.
And a lot of the
time,
always
say
we
want this man, we want this.
I like this food. I like to go here.
So we
this
tell
is what
everything.
I like to do in my spare time.
Some
These
men
are my
do
hobbies.
it too. But some people actually have sense enough to be quiet and just to pay attention to the person they're dealing with and allow that person to reveal themselves before telling them everything they want or they expect out of a relationship.
Don't tell them everything.
But a lot of us don't do it that way. Right when we meet the person, we immediately go into what we want. And by doing so, I did that. And by doing so,
we give them the player's book.
Gave him the player card. He knew exactly how to play. He knew exactly what to say.
He had that
exactly
card.
What to be
interested. He knew what to say.
He knew exactly what
he knew
to research.
When to say it.
So he could go do his research, come back,
and
act like he knew it all along.
Yep.
The time goes on, days go on, weeks go on, and we've gotten to know each other better, and we're really enjoying one another's company.
We're getting to know each other.
And one particular night, we're in the living room and we're talking and everything, getting to know one another, and time just got away from us.
Time got away.
It got really late. And he said,
I was tired.
Instead of you driving home this late at night, because it would take me like an hour and a half to get home. So this particular night, he says, instead of you driving back tonight, why don't you just spend the night here?
Okay.
And
maybe
I said, I don't know, I really don't know about that. And he says, you don't have to sleep in, you don't have to sleep with me. He says, you can have the bed, I'll sleep on the sofa. So it was late. And like I said, time had passed.
I guess so.
Between the time that we met each other to now. Yes. Time had gone by, so we had gotten to know each other better. I'd been over to his house quite a few times. I cooked in his kitchen. I'd eaten over there.
It's like my second home.
Made myself so comfortable. I would take my shoes off.
Really like my second home.
The jacket stretch out on the sofa with him, and it was like that.
So I had me comfortable. My house.
This particular night, I said yes. I said okay.
Yes, felt like it was my house.
So anyway.
I
stayed over to his house that night, and just like he said, he slept on the sofa, and I slept in the bed.
On the sofa,
and it was a nice, comfortable bed. And the bedroom was nice and cozy. And I could look around, I could tell a woman hadn't been in there. Well, a woman hadn't decorated. Let's just say that.
Oh, I just
it looked as though
it was so warm.
A man had been in this room. There was nothing to say a woman had been in this room as far as decorating is concerned.
I didn't see anything like any woman.
I had the most awful dream.
The dream was a nightmare.
I dreamed that a woman had come into the room and was searching the room, and she was angry. She was hysterical. She was furious. And she wanted to know where he was at. And I'm like, what? Like in the dream.
Where is he?
And I
remember
it to this day, not like every single detail, but I can remember
making a mess of the room.
The woman
so
coming into the room.
It was so scary.
And how angry she was. And
she was hysterical.
Furious and pulling out stuff from the drawers. It just really stood out to me because the dream was such as it was. In this room while I slept, I felt like somebody was watching me.
Such a vivid dream. Her eyes were on me as I tried to sleep.
I kept seeing this angry woman's face, and I kept hearing her voice. Where is he? So she wasn't after me. She wasn't angry at me. It was him. She was looking for him. She was mad at him.
Mad.
The next morning, I told him about the dream.
So I
and
told
he
him
brushed it
about
off
this
like,
dream.
oh, it was just a wild nightmare.
Just a
It was
little
just a bad
nightmare.
dream. Don't pay it any
That's all it
attention.
was. Don't pay it any attention.